in May 2021, Carolyn Friesch is the CEO of the United Way of Kenosha County. She's passionate about making a difference in the everyday lives of the people she touches through her work. And we're so happy she was able to come today to talk about the role of United Way in our community and how we can all live united. I think I'm just slightly shorter than you.
Well, welcome, and I just want to say thank you first. Thank you to Bleeda Brown and the Kenosha Women's Network for inviting me to speak today on behalf of the United Way of Kenosha County. As she said, my name is Carolyn Friesch, and I'm the CEO of the organization. The topic of today's presentation, speech, is about how to live united. And I thought that there's a couple people in the audience that I know, some familiar faces, but a lot of faces that are not familiar to me. So I thought it'd be best to start by sharing a little bit about myself and who I am. So I was born and raised in Milwaukee, so not too far from here, and by my mother, who instilled in me at an early age the importance of giving my time, talent, and treasure to those who are in need. And although we didn't have much money growing up, we never passed up an opportunity to put some money in a Salvation Army Red Kettle or volunteer our time at their local Kiwanis group or sell items at my school. I vividly remember selling candy bars in the 8th grade to pay for my 8th grade trip to Washington, D.C. I like the laugh in there. For the moms in the room that have kids that did that, you know what that's all about. So anyhow, it was, that lesson and those early experiences in my life that propelled me into the role that I am in today. Before working for the United Way, I worked in higher education. My experiences in higher ed started actually at a technical college in Milwaukee. I was advising students and graduates on their resumes, coaching them for interviews, and working with employers to identify potential candidates for open positions. At the time, I had professional goals, but I also really had a personal goal. The reason why I took the job was that I wanted to provide students and graduates with knowledge and assistance and time as well, that kind of one-on-one time that I wish that I had had as a young person seeking my first post-college role. And so back, in my mind, I knew that I wanted to continue to grow professionally. I wanted to expand my outreach and ultimately deepen the impact that I could personally make in our society. So when the opening for the United Way came up for me, it was definitely a no-brainer. I felt that I had been working for about 10 years, particularly in higher ed. My last role be working in our fundraising office at Carthage College. So it was really something that I was like, let's do this, let's dig in and get this going. I knew that I had the experience and training and knowledge that had really ultimately prepared me for that role. So I'm grateful to the United Way of Kenosha County's Board of Directors for seeing the passion that I had, believing in the strengths and experience and abilities that I had, and for ultimately selecting me for this very important role in our community. So that leads me back to the topic, which is how to live united. And that's on all of our shirts. Live United is on all of our t-shirts. It's not on this shirt, this just says United Way, but that's kind of our moniker. That's our theme, is how do we all live united within the communities in which we inhabit. And for me, the idea of living united is something that I do every day. I mean, I know it's in my work, but I feel like even before starting this role in May, I was already trying to do that. Giving my time, talent, and treasure, I actively demonstrate my commitment to advancing the Kenosha community. The United Way itself has a very simple mission. It is to mobilize the caring power of our community to advance the common good. We do that by providing a variety of opportunities to give, volunteer, and advocate to advance 3 specific focus areas. And those are education, financial stability, and health. Basically, these are the building blocks for successful individuals and successful families. So one of the questions that I often get asked is, what does United Way do? Oftentimes people have heard of United Way. They've done an employee giving campaign, seen maybe a commercial, Facebook ad, who knows, they've come across it. It is an international brand that people are very familiar with. So my quick elevator pitch that I've been working on since May is that through a combination of locally based philanthropy and United Way programming, we unite donors and volunteers to improve educational, financial, and health outcomes for individuals and families. Our community-based philanthropy is a combination of our annual employee giving program, which I know there's a couple of people in here from KUSD who've probably participated in that before, and other employers here. We also have sponsorship abilities to sponsor some of our programs, and gifts from local area residents who aren't maybe a part of an employee campaign. So this fall, we are going to be launching our newest community-based charitable program, which is Imagination Library, in collaboration with the Dollywood Foundation. And I think when you think Dollywood, it's Dolly Parton. Children ages 0 to 5 living west of I-94 will be eligible to participate in a free book program. So each month, age-appropriate books are sent to the young person's home, and the young person can be in the program from birth to age 5 and have an opportunity, if they start as young as birth, to actually have 60 free books in their home. So a nice little library for those children by the time they turn 5. My daughter, actually, we live in Racine County, and she was actually enrolled in the program, and she just aged out in December when she turned 5, and we were always excited to get a book from Dolly in the mailbox. It meant another opportunity for us to, spend some quality time together, cuddle up, and read a book, some of them of which the titles I personally knew. There were even a couple that we actually already had in our personal library at home, but many that were just different titles and new stories to me and her, and it was great. It was great fun for us, and we continue to read through them. Through Imagination Library, children will be better prepared to enter kindergarten. That is really the ultimate goal of that. They will have a better understanding of the concept of storytelling and reading. How to hold a book is extremely important, and be exposed to hundreds of words. These are the building blocks for reading, and ultimately the building blocks for reading comprehension. And one of the things that's really cool about these books that come from Dolly is that inside in the insert, there are questions that the parent or caregiver who's ever reading the book to the young person, that they can ask them questions before the book, during the book, and after the book to expand that knowledge, creativity, and understanding of the concepts that are in each book. So our United Way, and really this is kind of all United Ways are like this, but every United Way is a little unique because we want to meet the needs of the community. Our United Way is a mix of national, state, and locally grown programs that bring volunteers directly to the need. A great example of this is our Leaders Tutoring Program. This has been a long-standing partnership between United Way and Kenosha Unified School District that's focused on increasing reading proficiency for students in kindergarten through 3rd grade. So this program was started by a KUSD teacher and is now in 5 schools, or at least it was pre-COVID. 3. All right, yes. So, that's definitely one of those programs that, once we kind of get out of this and I get my feet under me, I'd like to continue to expand because I know that it's a fabulous, fabulous model. Volunteer opportunities extend throughout our organization. We have a committed volunteer board of directors who represent a variety of industries and neighborhoods from the county. Our newest board member, actually as of last month, is Dr. Jen Friesch. She's the health officer and director of the Kenosha County Division of Health, and she is an advocate for our mission. She believes in advancing health equity, and I know that she'll be a strong advocate for our work. In addition to the board, we have a wonderful group of community investment committee members, and their role is to annually review and score and allocate community funds for our grant program that we have. And this is a very dedicated team. We've got people who've been on this community investment committee for many years. They do that work, and in addition to the scoring and allocating of the funds, they also actually go out and visit each of the sites to learn more about the programs and report back on the individual successes and challenges that the organizations are facing. So it's great to see how involved that people can be, and we try to provide a variety of opportunities to do that. And United Way is a place where every community member can connect directly to the needs and focus on improving outcomes, specifically in education, financial stability, and health. We do this by bringing people right to the issues through the stories, through data, and through in-person activities, and we connect our donors, volunteers, to families and individuals in the community. To say, and I know this may sound cliche, but to say that I have the best job in the world to me ultimately is an understatement, because I get to see and experience firsthand the great work that is being done in Kenosha County and throughout the county by volunteers and by the employees of the United Way. And I believe that everybody can make a difference by giving your time, talent, and treasure. You too can live united. Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions for Carolyn? Oh,
I just have a question regarding the Dollywood thing. So, are they planning on doing any of that in the city or just west of the high?
So, yes, we would like to do that. I've got a fundraise. So we will definitely have that. That'll be a part of our annual campaign moving forward. We've got enough, I would say we've got enough funding right now for the first few years of launching the program out west of the I, and then what we're going to have to do is plan what that allocation will look like east of I-94 and expand out that program. So, great question.
Anyone else?
I do.
Oh.
Yes, are you going to do the Dr. Seuss again this year, maybe?
Fingers crossed.
Okay.
So we do have the Readers Are Leaders tutoring program going back in the schools this fall. So, and you know, with things progressing the way they are, I think with potentially the vaccine to younger children, as well as face masking, things that are going on in mitigation efforts, my hope is that we would be able to do that. So we're in continued talks with the district on that one, and we were going to circle back with them kind of later in the fall, so around like end of October, early November, to start talking about that. But yeah, I would love to. That's one of the first things that I did when I moved down here several years ago, was the Readers Are Leaders Dr. Seuss event, and I've done that annually ever since, so I can't wait to bring it back.
Yeah. Anyone else? All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.